I asked 100 elders what they regret the most. Their answers shocked me. I had always been fascinated by the wisdom of the elderly. One day, I decided to embark on a journey to visit 100 elders, asking them one simple question. What do you regret the most in life? I expected the usual responses: missed opportunities, lost loves, or financial mistakes. But what I found was far more profound. I regret number one: I worked too much and lived too little. One of the first elders I interviewed was Mr. Harrison, an 82-year-old retired businessman. He sat in his small apartment, surrounded by awards and certificates from his long career, yet his voice was filled with sorrow. I spent my entire life chasing success, he admitted. I worked late nights, skipped vacations, and missed my children's birthdays. I told myself I was doing it for them, but in the end, all they wanted was time with me. His children had grown up and moved away. His wife had passed a few years ago. Now he sat alone with only his regrets for company. Many others echoed this sentiment. They wished they had spent more time enjoying life rather than grinding endlessly for a future that never seemed to come. Regret number two: I stayed in a toxic relationship too long. Mrs. Evelyn, a 78-year-old woman with soft gray curls, shared a regret that many others repeated. I married a man who never truly loved me, she said with a sad smile. For decades, I told myself things would change, that he would treat me better, but he never did. She had endured years of emotional neglect, staying for the sake of the children, for fear of loneliness, and for the hope that things would improve. They never did. If I could go back, I would leave sooner. I would have chosen happiness instead of fear. Many elders advised not to stay in relationships that drain the soul. They had wasted decades with the wrong person, and by the time they realized it, their best years were gone. Regret number three: I didn't take enough risks. One of the most surprising regrets came from a 91-year-old man named George. Despite his age, his eyes still sparkled with energy. I played it safe my whole life, he confessed. I always took the secure job, stayed in my hometown, never traveled, and never pursued my real passions. He had dreamed of becoming an artist, but fear held him back. Instead, he worked as an accountant for 40 years, never once picking up a paintbrush. Fear is a thief, he warned me. It stole my dreams, my adventures, my what-ifs. I should have taken more chances. I should have lived boldly. Many others agreed. The biggest risks were often the ones they didn't take. Regret number four: I lost touch with friends who mattered. Over and over, I heard about friendships lost, not because of fights, but because of neglect. Mr. Thompson, 85, sighed as he looked at an old, faded photograph of his high school best friend. We were inseparable, but life happened. Work, family, responsibilities. I always thought I'll call him next week, but next week never came, and then he was gone. One of the most common regrets was not maintaining relationships. The elders emphasized that friends are what make life rich, but they had let those bonds slip away. At the end of the day, your job won't be at your funeral, your money won't cry for you, but your real friends, if you still have them, cherish them. Regret number five: I cared too much about what others thought. Mrs. Linda, an 87-year-old retired school teacher, told me something that truly struck a chord. I spent too much of my life trying to please others, she said. I wore clothes I didn't like, pursued a career I wasn't passionate about, and even married a man my parents approved of instead of the one I truly loved. As she grew older, she realized that the opinions of others did not matter. Most of the people I tried to impress aren't even in my life anymore, she laughed bitterly. If only I had lived for myself sooner. Many others agreed. Caring too much about others' opinions led them to a life they didn't truly want. Regret number six: I didn't express my feelings more. Another heartbreaking regret came from an old man named Richard. I never told my father I loved him, he admitted, eyes watering. He was a tough man, never showed emotion, and neither did I. When he passed, I realized I had wasted all those years not telling him how much he meant to me. Others shared similar regrets: parents, siblings, or friends they never truly expressed love to. They wished they had spoken up, hugged more, and cherished moments instead of assuming there would always be more time. One woman, 80-year-old Marjorie, said with tears in her eyes, "Tell people you love them. Don't wait, because one day you'll wake up and they won't be there anymore. Regret 7. I didn't take care of my health sooner. Health regrets were painfully common. A woman named Margaret, 79, warned me, I took my body for granted when I was young. I ate poorly, never exercised, and ignored my doctor's advice. Now I have diabetes, arthritis, and a heart condition. I would give anything to go back and treat my body better. Many elders regretted not prioritizing their health earlier. They wished they had exercised, eaten healthier, and quit bad habits before it was too late. One man, 84-year-old Frank, put it bluntly, your body is like a car. If you don't take care of it, don't be surprised when it breaks down. And trust me, once it does, no amount of money can fix it completely. Regret number 8. I didn't live in the present. Perhaps the most universal regret was not appreciating life while it was happening. I spent my life either dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, one elder admitted. I never truly lived in the moment, and now I wish I had. Many wish they had enjoyed simple things more, conversations with loved ones, sunsets, laughter, and quiet moments of peace. We always think happiness is something we'll reach one day, but looking back, I realized the happiest moments were the small ones I barely noticed. Final thoughts. After speaking to 100 elders, I realized something profound. Life is short, and regret is inevitable, but we have the power to minimize it. From their wisdom, here's what we should all remember. Spend time with loved ones. Take risks and pursue dreams. Prioritize health before it's too late. Express love and gratitude openly. Stop worrying about what others think. Live in the moment. If you're reading this, you still have time. Learn from their regrets and live a life that, when you reach their age, you'll be proud of.